Hello, men, once again, and this is our Man to Man segment. And today I would like to tell you all men to man up. That's right. In today's society, in today's world, unfortunately, we still come across men in general, especially men who are no longer young in age, but they haven't manned up yet. They still behave pretty much like boys, pretty much like, irresponsible kids. Men who bring children into this world and they don't take the responsibility over their children. They have children, they hand the responsibility of the children over to the wife. They are not present anymore. Others who think that it's all about providing food, providing money to pay the bills, providing money to pay for this and that, to buy whatever the wife needs, the children need. But he's not very present. He's not there for when the wife needs, for when the children need him. Men who sometimes even from time to time, they behave as boys, by the way they live, their lifestyle. And it clearly shows that the woman matures way faster than the man. Because even though he's in a relationship, he's meant to be a husband, he's meant to be the head of the family, he's meant to be the father, but his behavior, his actions, his lifestyle is pretty much, it's very, 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 they're very childish, if I could put this way. So it's time to man up. It's time to take responsibilities, to be a man of word, to keep your word, okay? We men, at least back in the days, men were valued, men were taken by the words that would come out of their mouths. They had to keep their word. And we don't see that anymore nowadays. They don't keep their word. They don't keep their word when it comes to marriage, when it comes to work, when it comes to be an employee or an employer or a father or a husband. Somehow the words fade along the way. They say one thing, they promise one thing, but they say, they do something else. I remember seeing even men in my family telling me, do what I say, but don't do what I do. So that doesn't really work, because they were telling me to do one thing, but I was saying something else. I was witnessing something completely different. So in other words, they were not keeping their word. They were telling me to do one thing, they were advising me to do one thing, but they were doing something else. We see that too often. Men telling their children, their sons, their daughters to do one thing, but they behave completely different. Behind their backs, when they are among their buddies, when they are among, all the men, they play one role in the house, but elsewhere they play another role. So this is clearly the picture of a man who cannot keep his word. So it's time to man up, to keep your word, to not only be physically present, but be emotionally present also to your family, and meet the needs of your loved ones. Not only provide, physically or materially, but also provide whatever they need, maybe spiritually, maybe emotionally. Be there, keep your word, and behave according to your age. I'm not saying that you should age mentally, but also you shouldn't be behind or fall behind either. For example, right now you are married. You have a wife, perhaps more than that, you have children. Or you are already engaged, you're about to get married. So isn't it about time that you man up? Isn't it about time that you become more responsible? But what will my buddies say? What will all the men say about me? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. After all, what is more important? The opinion of your wife, the opinion of your children who are looking up to you. No matter what you tell them, it's what you do. It's their opinion that matters the most, not the opinion of other men, what they think or what they don't think about you. Because at the end of the day, you go to to a place, to a house where there are people waiting for you. There are a number of people there for you, waiting for you to lead them, to be the leader. So it doesn't really matter who stays outside those doors, outside that house. Okay, man? So remember, it's time to man up.